My name is Trevor Massiah. Welcome to the Rock and Sun YouTube channel. This bit of video footage is going to be looking at rope awareness. So looking at the decisions you make when you're trying to keep the rope from going behind your leg or your feet as you're lead climbing. So the reason that we don't want to be climbing with the rope behind our leg is that if we fall off and the rope is behind our foot or our leg, we will go upside down. There's no way to avoid that. And obviously falling upside down, you risk, there is serious risk of injury to your head, neck or back. So falling the right way up is not a problem. Swinging in on your feet, you could hurt your feet, sprain your ankle, whatever, but obviously falling upside down, it's hard to predict what the outcome might be. So we're going to show you how to avoid that scenario. So we've got a climber here and they're obviously leading up past bolts, and what they're going to do is make some deliberate mistakes but also show how to manage the rope so it doesn't end up going behind your leg. So if you are moving your foot past the bolt below you, so what you have here is you can see quite clearly that the rope is between the climber's legs and the cliff, and that's what you generally want to happen. You want to have the cliff, the rope, and then your legs. Now, when you need to move either left or right around the rope, you need to make a very conscious decision as to what you're going to do with the rope, how you're going to manage it. So if you're going to a foothold that's just above the bolt, so my left foot hasn't traveled past the bolt, I haven't gone left past it, so I've just literally pushed the rope away with the side of my foot and my foot is directly above the bolt. So that's what I want to do. So you can clearly see that if my foot slipped, I would clear the rope, I would clear the rope and I wouldn't get it stuck behind my leg. And then if I'm going past the bolt, as I clearly have there, I've gone around the outside of the rope. So I've gone around the outside of the rope, kept the rope between me, my legs and the cliff. And now I've clipped another bolt above me. So once you've clipped in above you, it's not really such a problem getting the rope behind your leg. You could still get a rope burn, but you're not necessarily going to fall upside down. So what we're really concentrating on here is mostly what's happening as you move above the bolt that you've clipped. So although it's not obvious that I'm doing this, I'm consciously, continuously being aware of where the bolt below me is. I need to know where that is, and you can see again here how if I were to have stepped over the rope, so taken my foot to the left side of the rope, then it would have just ended up behind my leg. So what I've done is I made sure the rope's running over my foot here, and I'm aware that the rope is to my left. So I'm only going to go around the rope if my foot goes past the bolt. And what I'm doing here is demonstrating what's happening. You can clearly see the quick draw and the bolt below my left foot, and because my foot is directly above the bolt and I haven't pushed the rope away, as soon as I move my body, it's my body that takes the rope behind my leg. And that's the part of the problem, is that it seems okay when you place your foot on the hold, but as soon as you move your body, then the rope travels with it and then it ends up behind your leg. So obviously here I would fall upside down. So what I should have done there is just what I did on the previous two times, which was just push the rope away with the side of my foot. So I have the rope running along the edge of my foot, where I'm controlling the rope with my foot. Is slightly to the side of me because the bolt is to the side of me, and now my foot is still very close to where the bolt is, so as I move my body it might go behind my foot. So what I'm doing here is just demonstrating actually what I should have done is controlled it. So if it's close to just above the bolt, it's best to control the rope with your foot. If you're going past the bolt, beyond the bolt, to the side, then you can actually go around the outside of the rope. clearly showing there that I'm far enough to the left of the bolt, so I've gone around the outside of the rope, that when I move my body, the rope doesn't follow my body and take the rope behind my leg. So just to round everything off here, what we just looked at really is that, we know that as we're climbing we want to keep the rope between our legs and the rock face. And when we're moving around the rope, generally you go around the outside of the rope, but you need to be aware of where the bolt below you is. So when you are thinking of moving around the rope, what you have to do is look down, be aware where the bolt is. If your foot isn't going past the bolt, then it's best just to control the rope with the side of your foot. And if you are going past the bolt below you, then you go around the outside of the rope and keep the rope between you and the cliff. If you fall off with the rope behind your leg, you will go upside down, obviously risking serious head or neck or back injury. Falling up the right way, feet first, not a problem, but falling head first, obviously that's something we want to avoid.